Cambodia is an understated country, but home to some of the most interesting sites in Asia. With a massive complex of ancient temples in Siem Reap and a capital steeped in history, Cambodia should be on your Asia itinerary. This is Katie from Creative Travel Guide, and today we are sharing 10 things to know before you go to Cambodia. Looking for more travel tips? Make sure you hit subscribe and ring that notification bell. Right, so you're planning your trip to Cambodia. What is the first thing you need? A visa. As you enter Cambodia, you will need a visa, which costs $30. If you enter via a border, often companies will try to overcharge you, but collecting a visa on arrival when you land at an airport is perhaps the easiest option. Just make sure you have dollars on you before you land. The ATM charges extra to withdraw. Also, do not try to pay in another currency. You will often be overcharged. The next thing you need to know before you visit Cambodia is the Buddhist rules. The Cambodian people are gentle and don't tend to confront or argue with others. However, this country is a strictly Buddhist country, so avoid offending or insulting others by following the rules. When visiting temples, palaces, religious places or pagodas, make sure to cover your shoulders and knees. Next, let's talk about currency. The Cambodian currency is real, but the American dollar is used more. Reals are good for small transactions, but the dollar is used across the country in 99% of situations. Just make sure you have smaller notes, as local street vendors and tuk-tuks will not have change for a $100 bill. The next thing you need to know in Cambodia is to barter. Haggling is key in Cambodia. Unless there is a price tag, the price is always negotiable. Walking away often helps, but just make sure to never agree on the first price, even for tuk-tuks and motorbike taxis. And on that note, if you are going to take a tuk-tuk, make sure you agree on a price before you get in. Also, know where to go. There are tuk-tuks all over the country, but they might not always know where your hotel is. Have an idea of your destination on a map so that you can vaguely point your driver in the right direction. Knowing the street name or the district that it is in will definitely help. My next tip is to keep calm and double check. The locals will always really want to please you, but they might not always understand what you have asked for. Avoid raising your voice in this country, but always check if a local has understood your request, especially if a smile is followed by a nervous giggle. For example, if you are in a restaurant and you have asked for no spice, make sure they have understood what that means. You do not want to have a spicy curry if you are not that great with spicy food. Another tip is to start early. Many places open at 8 AM in Cambodia, and the heat and humidity rises throughout the morning. To avoid the hot sun, start your days early and do your tourist sites in the morning so that you can go back to your hotel pool by midday. Another thing to be aware of is not to ride the elephants. Cambodia still has a massive problem with the mistreatment of elephants. In many areas of the country, baby elephants are taken from their mothers to be grown for tourists. Learn more about the industry and don't ride the elephants. Another thing not to do is do not drink the tap water. Tap water is not clean in Cambodia, so stick to bottled. And one last thing to know before you visit Cambodia is to avoid the scams. Unfortunately, because of the poverty in Cambodia, there are some scams in the country to avoid. One scam includes a young person asking for a meal, then the restaurant overcharging you for a meal massively, whilst another popular scam includes a woman with a baby asking for baby formula. She will then take you to a nearby mini-mart where the formula costs at least $20. So I hope these tips have prepared you for your trip to Cambodia. Let me know what you're most excited about in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. If you like it, please make sure you give us a thumbs up and hit subscribe. It really helps this channel to grow. Make sure you share it with your friends if you think they might like it. And until next time, stay safe and stay creative.